Alright, it's Henry again, and this is the 6th work-in-progress video for my 1 to 100 scale Pisces. And this is where I'm at on the kit right now. We are slowly but surely closing in on completion. Now, as of today, the torso is completely 100% finished. It's all been sanded and smoothed out. In fact, the camera eye is probably going to fall out. In fact, I just sort of put it in there. There you go. Did the same thing for the camera eye that I did for my Leos and the Virgos and all that stuff. Just a little acrylic jewel. But anyway, panel line scribed, all these little details and things on the back here. I added this little raised area and then added the fan, this little circular detail. Little detail here, again, panel lines. Added a tiny little visor up above the camera eye, so the torso is finished, done, ready to be painted. And the arms, luckily, are on their way. Pretty much all of the major geometry on the arms is done. Now, obviously, the arms still have a bit of refinement to do. These little panels right here obviously aren't going to be square when the kit is complete, so I'm going to be rounding those off and, just taking the Dremel to the edges, making them nice and round and smooth. Probably going to have to add a little bit of putty to those as well. As you can see, Pisces has claws now. I've made 2 propeller claws. They are fully posable, by the way. In fact, that's the reason he's only got one arm, because I took one off so I could show it to you. This is right now roughly the arm in submersible mode. As you can see, these propeller claws will be able to fan out into a propeller, and they're on these little kotobukiya joints, so they'll be able to rotate and open and close and get into that position. And the propeller itself can rotate, but it's really tight, so it's not like it's going to be a little spinny propeller or anything. So this is the arm. I finally got the panels figured out the way they're going to move, even though they're just claw plate right now. I haven't rounded them off yet. So anyway, you've got this little bicep panel here. It's on a kotobukiya joint, and that's just basically free to swing forward and back, pretty much a full 180. And then you've got these little side panels here. Those are also on little kotobukiya joints. I use quite a few of those on the arms. Those are going to come out, and that'll allow the elbow joint to bend. And then this panel on the back right here, that's just stuck in place. That is fixed onto the elbow joint there, and it's actually not going to move at all. So yeah, there you go. There's the arm. And then, of course, I'm not going to do it right here on camera, but all of these little propeller claws will rotate and come forward until they're into this configuration right here. And then just pop that on, and there we go. Bring them over here. And Pisces is coming along quite nicely and getting closer and closer to completion. Now, I mentioned last week wanting to edit the proportions a little bit on the torso, and I did, but I didn't cut the chest vents away like I had originally mentioned, because I sort of did a test fit of the transformation, and if I brought the chest vents in any closer than they already are, these arms would have been knocking up against the legs, so I decided just to leave the chest vents alone, and instead I added a little bit of length down here at the bottom of the waist and a little bit on top of the head, so to sort of visually stretch him out a bit rather than bringing him in on the sides. And I think it actually worked out pretty well. Let me grab my Leo here. I can do a quick little height comparison. As you can see, Leo and Pisces about equally tall, although Pisces is a very, very different mobile suit than the Leo, obviously. A lot bigger and just a lot different purpose. So that's where you get your mass difference, even though they're about the same height. Pisces being kind of the Gog of the After Colin universe. So, I guess that about does it for this work in progress video. Like I said, the torso is now finished, and so now I'm going to spend the rest of the upcoming week refining these arms and getting them into shape and getting them ready for paint. So I'm not really sure how many more work in progress videos it's going to be. It's going to be either 1 or 2. I haven't decided if I'm going to do another work in progress video after I finish the arms, or if I'm just going to go ahead and finish the arms, paint the kit, and then do a work in progress video. So it just depends on how much work I get done next week. So that about does it for this video, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.